So welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today we are talking about the things we want to see. Once again, I like to do these maybe once every Friday, but this is the show where you guys send in your stuff and your ideas for what you would like to see in a FIFA game, and I put them together and I discuss each topic. Remember, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like for me, it always helps. And according to YouTube, we have 77% of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed, so do yourselves a favor, hit the subscribe button today and join the other side. So in each episode, I like to feature a player that deserves a real face in FIFA 21. Let me know if you have any players in mind, leave a comment down below or send them to me on Instagram. But today's one is going to be Camavinga. This guy in career mode is 90 potential rated. Now, if you didn't know, this guy is only 16 or 17 years old as well, so he is a wonder kid, and this guy is one of the highest potential wonder kids in the game, and I presume it's going to be the same way in FIFA 21 career mode, so he deserves a face because career mode people are going to be looking for these wonder kids, and it helps when they have a real face, and somehow PES has given him a real face already. He does have the real face in PES, but FIFA's is that generic one. And yeah, it's just the usual, man. PES always delivers with the faces. I think because they use like Staramba or something, they're like outsourcing to different companies, while FIFA likes to do faces internally. But regardless, I think even if they can give him a custom, he needs a new face because we don't want to see generics for more than 1 year, especially for these wonder kids that everyone is going to be looking at when they play career mode. So in terms of new leagues, a very highly requested one is the Vanorama League, the 5th league in England. And Tom sent me this tweet: in FIFA 21, is there any chance there could be the 5th tier of English football added? Now, I'm not sure if there's any chance, but let's talk about what was happening last year before FIFA 20 came out. So last year, there was already talks about Vanarama League in FIFA 20. Vanarama put a lot of pressure on EA to see if they could get involved in the game. And there was also this petition that was started last year. They were looking for 15k. They got about 11,000 now. And it says, EA Sports, get us in the game. So this one was from Vanarama. So they started this petition to Estefan Binder. And Estefan Binder, I believe, was an EA employee. I don't know if he's still working there, but last year he was. And they said, we think it's time for proper football to be featured on the next FIFA, FIFA 20. Every year, passionate non-league fans have been calling for their top division to be available on each new installment of the FIFA series, only for it to fall on deaf ears. Therefore, Vanarama, the title sponsor of the National League, is running a campaign to get EA Sports to include the National League English Football's 5th tier on FIFA 20. Now, obviously, that did not happen, and we've still had no evidence that Vanarama is going to be appearing in any FIFA games. But it would be nice if they did add that kind of league in. Obviously, they have to pay for the licensing and all those players involved and stuff, but they could do it, they got enough money. It would be fantastic for career mode as well because you get that extra league in the game, so you can do like a mad road to glory from the Vanarama League all the way up to the Premier League, win the Champions League as well with a club from that league. But let's wait and see, because last year they made EA aware that they want to be in the game, so maybe there is talks, and then by this year we could have them in the game. I still doubt it though. For me, it's still 50-50 like last year, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Now, there's one thing that PES does better than FIFA, and that is the goal kicks. EA changed it a few years ago, so you couldn't actually move the camera as you're taking the goal kick, so you could be aiming left and you don't even know it. I'll show you guys soon. But in PES, if you move left, the ball is going left because of the camera angle. If you go right, the ball is going to go right because of the camera angle. If you want to go down the middle, you can do that as well. I don't know what EA was thinking when they decided to do the goal kick camera angle stuff, and they decided not to move it at all. It's just so confusing, but PES does it pretty well. In FIFA, this is what the goal kick looks like. You've got the same camera angle as PES, but you can't go left or right, which is such a stupid idea because I don't even know if I'm kicking it left or right now, and I have to just hope for the best when I put it up the field. So they have to make it the way it is in PES, so the camera angle determines where the ball is going to go, because there's so many times where I've actually stuffed up the goal kicks because I just don't know where I'm aiming. Now, this one is a really cool career mode suggestion. It comes from Hopesy, and he would like a feature in FIFA 21 where you can see the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, UEFA Champions League and Europa League draws. Like the ones on TV, have it in the same format like press conferences. This was a feature back on the PS2 version of the game. Now, this was a tweet posted by FIFA CM Tips on Twitter, and he basically shows you the FA Cup draw on the PS2 in FIFA 11. So as you can see, they had it on the PS2, but it gets removed for no good reason. As you can see, we've got the numbers that come up in balls, and you've got the club logo that comes up after. And then on the right, you have upcoming fixtures. So you can see Liverpool versus Aston Villa, and it just basically works like that. So it's a little bit better than what you see with just like the GIF in the news tile coming up, and it tells you all the fixtures there. This one just does it with the balls and with the club logos that pop up, and I guess you can watch it if you really want to. So I guess they could improve it like that. The thing with FIFA, like, all the good stuff was in the old consoles like PS2 and stuff. So you would think as the hardware gets better over time, they would improve the game and add to these features that already existed on the PS2. But instead, they just removed them all and just made it about Ultimate Team. So when it comes to current FIFA games, you only have the ability to set a captain, and if you take that captain off in the game, or if the captain gets injured, there is no dedicated vice captain role where the armband goes to your second player. It just goes to a random guy on the field. So Arda would like to see in FIFA 21 the vice captain role. So obviously this could work if you take a player off, which is your captain. The armband goes straight to the vice captain instead of a random defender or a goalkeeper or a midfielder. And in real life they do use vice captains as well. They just don't pick a captain, and FIFA thinks that you can just pick a captain and that's okay. And of course if the captain gets injured as well, the vice captain takes over and becomes the team captain until the guy comes back. You guys know the deal. I don't have to explain this too much. So I don't know how I've never spoken about this sooner, but man, PES does have some really underrated features that deserve to be in a FIFA game as well. This one is called Coach Mode, and I guess it was in a FIFA game before, they just decided to take it out. It does resemble the visual sim feature that was in old FIFA games, maybe FIFA 07, around that time, you know. So let's take a look. If we go to a Master League match, this is PES 2020, you can proceed to match in Coach Mode. So that basically means you can watch the match instead of actually playing it. And yeah, you don't really have controls of the players. So you start your match as normal. I don't have any controls of the players. And actually a few people do want this feature where you just watch the match and you make changes and stuff based on what you're seeing on your screen. So I guess it gives you that total football manager experience, because in real life the coaches don't actually play on the field unless they're like a player manager or something. So if you want to do a whole season in Coach Mode, PES actually lets you do that. To me, it's a little bit too boring. I prefer to actually play the match. But if we press triangle, as you can see on the top right there, it says match data. So what I'm going to do is press that. And by the way, you can also fast forward or rewind this as well. So yeah, I guess it speeds up a lot of time, which is useful as well, because you don't want to be standing here or sitting here for 15 minutes watching a match. But the main feature comes when you press triangle. As you can see on the top right, it says match data. And this turns it into an actual visual sim feature, I guess. So you can see your possession stats, a few of the stats on the bottom left as well. You can see the fouls and the goal history. On the right and the left, you can see the team lineups, and also you can fast forward or slow it down based on the R1 and L1 buttons. You can even flick the right stick to see the play area and offside lines as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, like I said earlier, FIFA did have a visual sim feature, which was sort of like this. I think you can make changes, probably not from here, but you can actually see the match. And then if you want to make changes, you just have to return to the match and then do your substitutions from there. So if they could bring back a visual sim or something, that would be really, really cool. PES does have this feature, and I guess it is pretty cool. But I think FIFA's one in career mode was still good enough, and I think a lot of people wouldn't even be bothered if they brought back that old visual sim feature from before and didn't change it at all. So next up we have a suggestion from Lewis, and he would like to see a stadium creator in FIFA that is similar to NBA 2K's court creator. So he reckons in NBA 2K, you can change the size of the stands, you can add new stands, you can change the color of the seats, create pixel art on the seats, change the pattern on the pitch, change netting color, create custom ad boards, customize the manager boxes. Basically, you have total control over what your stadium looks like, and the game gives you options to change anything you want. So let's take a look at a few screenshots. This first one is the basket section, so you can change between different basket types. I'm sure there's going to be different like looks and the nets as well, and the colors of the thing as well, like the pole thing. It's like a red there, but I think you can get blue, whatever you want there. And then there's also the scorers table you can customize as well, so there's going to be different variants. This one is table 3, but if you pick table 1, you can see how it looks different. It's a bit smaller. And then you can also pick the advertisements that appear on all the screens there, so it gives you total customization for that as well. And then you have the Jumbotron, which is on top of the stadium. You can have different graphics packages that you can pick from there, and different styles of the Jumbotron. If you take a look at the arena, this is where you can change the arena look. And as you can see, there's different variations. This one is number 7, and it's got 21,000 seats. And you can also change the name of the arena as well, and the colors on the floor. And then if you take a look at Arena 3, you can see the seating is a little bit different. It has a 17,000 capacity. So obviously in a FIFA game, you know, you would have stands that are different, that accommodate more people or less people. And then there's also a screenshot here, and you can see how many customization options you have, including sound effects as well. And then when you're done, you can press complete, and you're good to go there. Over the years, a lot of people have suggested Stadium Creator, and I think EA definitely needs to add it in for FIFA 21, especially on the next-gen consoles. It's something that a lot of sports games have already, but EA decides not to do it. They used to have it in old games. I think FIFA Manager, which was also a game, had it as well, where you could create a stadium. I think I showed you footage of that last week. But yeah, it's about time they have some creator options here, because they've completely taken out all the creator stuff in the game besides creating a player for player career mode or a manager for manager career mode. So this one is a little bit brief, but I think it's related to this stadium creator suggestion. CTC Fan Hub wants to see stadiums that have a tunnel in the middle and the corner, so you can choose where they walk out. Well, I don't think a stadium is going to have tunnels in different areas of the field. I think they would just stick to maybe one. But if there was a stadium creator option, obviously EA would need to include something where you could have tunnels from the side or through the middle. It should give you those options. So I think that's what he's referring to. So yeah, you can see how a lot of people are desperate for a stadium creator. Next up, we have a suggestion from BP Mason. He would like to see different sizes for ankle tape in the game. So if you go to create a player, you have the option to add ankle tape to your guy, but the thing is you can't actually pick different sizes like a short, medium or long. You're just stuck with the same size. The only thing you can change is the color. So he would like to see some options there. But anyway, that is all for today. Make sure you check out this FIFA 20 video. Hit the card in the middle right now. It'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.